Hey, yo, what is going on? This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we're about to get started with Open Mic Live. It is July 14th already. Holy shit. It is going very fast. We're about to get started here, but as always, a word from our sponsors.
At InDigital, we know the public safety professionals hold themselves to a high standard. In fact, standard doesn't do it justice. In over 25 years working alongside you, carrying millions of calls over our IP networks, your dedication has inspired us. That's why our ESI Net goes beyond industry standards, not only I3 compliant, but designed to adapt to future development for a network you can count on when it matters most. Learn more at indigital.net.
Here in Greenville County, we have 8 different places where a 911 call can be answered.
It is the largest county in South Carolina. It's a challenge.
The type of information that a telecommunicator gets from Radius Plus is location-based technology. You can see where the caller is, if they have a medical issue, if they speak a different language. They're immediately able to text to that caller in their native language. It reduces response times because it immediately gets first responders where they need to be.
Carbyne, it's multimedia. You can get text, translate to whatever language, getting away with the legacy equipment and going into a cloud-based solution.
It's the first time in U.S. history that we have an EZNet through cloud-native call handling.
As a police officer, to have the victim go video, that's unheard of.
You're getting upgrades every month, not every year.
To schedule your free Carbyne demo, please visit carbyne.com/WTT.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. And we're back. As I said, it's July 14th. Damn. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what is going on. The time just going and going and going. And a lot has happened. I've shaved. I got a haircut. I'm not looking all bumpkin ass anymore, which is good. I feel so fresh and so clean. Welcome back, everybody. This live broadcast is sponsored by InDigital Rapid Deploy as well as Carbyne. And shout out to patrons as always. Thank you so very much for everything. And we're gonna have some fun today. This is gonna be really good. I see a bunch of people jumping in here already. As always, roll call. Where are you watching from? How are you doing? It's Thursday. How are you feeling? On a scale of 1 to 10. Shannon's like, who's that? Hi. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, of course, and 10 being awesome. How are you feeling? How are things going? Also, make sure to throw in some reactions. Share this broadcast on your feed as well as your favorite dispatch page. Let's see how many people we can get up in this piece, because the past couple weeks, I've played for you little snippets of audio from the open mic session from National Nina. Well, today, along with a couple other pieces of audio, I'm going to play the entire episode. but I have some special guests with me as well. They have not heard this audio, and I want to get their reactions. So this is going to be good. And all of you are going to get to hear this again. You've gotten a chance to listen to this, but you also will be able to get these reactions, and this is what's going to make it so much more fun. Also, if this is your first time here for Open Mic Live, please throw that in the comments. I always like to see the new folks that jump in here. Let's see. Don says, I took a 911 call. I asked where the caller was, and she yelled at me, the group home. Are you serious? Just like the intro? Let's see. Erica here. What is going on? Is that a 10? It's been a full moon week. Thankful. I'm really well. Every time I've seen that it's a full moon, I've thought, I'm glad I'm not in dispatch right now because the shit is probably hitting the fan. See, Lisa jumping in here. Hello, out of Arizona. About a 3. I get up at 4 a.m. Oh, shit. Okay, well, hopefully we can get your number up there a little bit more, okay? And hopefully you're able to get some sleep. I know how that was for a while there. Let's see, Danielle up in here from New York. Hello, what is going on? But on vacation in Myrtle Beach, so I'm a tipsy 10. That's what I'm talking about. That is excellent. And James, South Jersey 10. It's official. I'm an RPL. Congratulations, brother. Very well done. Congrats. And Roxy at a -2. Okay. I hope we can get your number up there. Hopefully we can get your number up there. Sending you love, my friend. Sending you love. And let's see. Shannon and Erica, what is going on? What is going on out of Michigan? What is up? Shannon at my house in Zanesville, Ohio. Not doing that full moon shit. All right. Selena up in here. I'm in boring isolation, so I'm at like a 2. Okay. Hopefully we can get your number up there as well. Erica Lakey here. Unofficial EMP waiting on official. Dude, it's official. Your EMP. Congratulations. Very nice. Yasmin is at a 10 and not working tonight. That is awesome. All right. We got a bunch of people coming in here. This is good. This is excellent. I'm going to bring my special guest up here in just one moment. Pamela Polka, what is going on, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Man, the audio that I'm going to be playing tonight, like I said, you've heard this the past couple of weeks, but now it's all straight. This is the episode that's going to air next week. Okay. And all of you who are here right now get a preview of the entire episode, but also you get to see the reaction of my special guests. So this is going to be good. But first, before I do that, I want to put this video on here really quick for everyone. I know you've seen it, but I got to continue to put it up here, and I'm going to change the audio here really quick because the call for papers are up for DTBG4. That's right. Here we go. 2 years ago, the world stopped. A lockdown began, and our way of life changed. First responders continued to work, but their continued education stopped. Conferences were canceled. Training was in danger. But out of the pandemic, a new hope was born. The era of the headset began. And coming soon, you ready? Oh shit, there it is. Dare to be Great 4. We're back. That's right. We are back, and I am excited as a mofo that we are back. And it is going to be excellent. Taylor, what is going on? Welcome, welcome. Call for papers are up. Started July 1st. It's going to end September 1st. So make sure to get your presentation in. There's a bunch of them coming in already. A lot of sponsors already signing up. And if you're an industry partner out there and you want to sponsor as well, hit me up. WTTpodcast@gmail.com. All right, here we go. We are going to get to the audio and my special guests that I'm going to be pulling up here because this is going to be so much fun. And I always love it when they're on, especially when I am there with them. And we do this because it's even more funny. And sometimes we're laughing so damn hard before we even go live that our stomachs are already hurting. So without further ado, my special guests, And I love how they have their name on here. Twins. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. My sisters, Devon and Crystal. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I am so, so glad that the both of you were able to come on today, because it's always fun when you're here with me, and especially the entire audience. We always have fun. And I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I think I told you about it. I talked to you about it a little bit, but it was the video where we've been going through some of this audio, and some of it was really crazy. And Mom ends up showing up at the end in the audience. And I was like, "How long were you watching?" And she says, "The whole time." I was like, "What the hell?" Sometimes she'll send me a message afterwards, after everything is done, and she'll say, "Good job, mijo." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you heard all that."
She's always watching.
I know. It's crazy. Freaks me out sometimes. But from what everybody in the audience was saying, the 2 weeks ago, they were like, "She's everyone's mom. She's the mom of 911."
Aw.
Yeah. Where is Mom anyway? Is she right there?
No.
Yeah, she's doing her praying
prayer
for
group.
everybody.
Oh. Okay. Yes.
For prayer
Yeah, for all
time.
of us, because we're heathens.
For all of us horrible people.
Yes. All right. Well, this is going to be good. So we're going to start out with 2 short audio clips, and then we're going to go through episode 450. So this first one here that I'm going to Yes, that's right, Erica, right here. She's praying for you. Yep.
Praying
Yeah.
for your soul.
Yes, for the soul. Okay, so I'm going to change the audio here. Oh, no, I already did. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. Here we go.
And where's your emergency?
I'm sorry, it was accidental dial.
No problem. What's your first name so I can cancel that call?
Yep, it's Trista.
Trista? Am I saying it right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to cancel the call for you, okay?
Sorry about that.
That's it.
Bye.
Thank you.
What the heck was that?
Okay, hold on. I gotta play that part again here really quick, just so that you can hear it. Okay. All right. Let me. I think I pulled it back on the right spot. Hold on a minute. Here's Taylor says, "I'm call taker night, so I can't be as active as I'd like." I'm just glad you're here. This is so good that you're here. Either way, though. All right. Here we go.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to cancel the call for you, okay?
Sorry about that.
That's it.
Bye.
Thank you.
What the heck?
Okay, for those of you who are watching right now in the audience, what do you think happened? What do you think happened? Hold on, let's see. It happens. No one ever asks if we are okay. That's true. It's because we're 911, so why are they going to ask us? Okay, so Devon and Crystal, what do you think happened?
Well, it sounds like weird, uncontrollable gas or something. Like,
But he kind of sounded like he laughed. Like when he was like hanging up, he sounded like he laughed or something. I was like, what the heck? And it was like an uncontrollable sound. The actors just started that joint.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
so
the demon was coming out while he was speaking.
Yes. Oh, look at James says dispatch gut. Shannon says, was that Satan? Lisa says at first sounded like a burn, but then it was weird, super funny. Erica says his soul leaving his body. Oh, that is great. Amy says he was gagging. I came in late. LOL. Didn't hear the audio. Okay. All right. This is the third time here.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to cancel the call for you, okay?
Sorry about that.
That's it.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was like a weird, uncontrolled burp or something.
Okay, so I was told.
He laughed at himself.
Let's see. Erica here says he ate one of those funky gas station burritos before work. How dare you, Erica? That's my
Those gas station burritos are delicious.
They are delicious, right? Oh yeah, until they're coming out fire. Okay, so I was told from the person who sent in the audio that the person who was taking the call taker, the dispatcher, was actually eating popcorn and choked on it. They gagged on a piece of popcorn.
That was a weird fucking
Yes.
gag.
Yes. Okay. Now that you know what happened, so the person was eating popcorn while they're taking the call, and
Say that right? Yep. Okay, I'm gonna cancel the call for you, okay? Sorry about that. That's it. Thank you.
That is still a horrendous gag. Like, that's exactly who was
It's like a weird watery gag. But you know what? It's like when if you've ever choked on ice. Like the ice wants to melt, but it's gagging you, and like so you feel like you're choking, but it's
Right.
watery, so it's like you make the weirdest noise.
yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're going through it, and it's just
That's still weird. That's like when Nando.
It's like you're
gags
drowning
is
and choking at the same time.
Yes. Oh man, yeah, that is hilarious. So when I downloaded the audio, I listened to it and I immediately started laughing, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" So I had to play it again, and then that's when I sent the message to the person. I was like, "Was this person burping or are they choking? What was it exactly that happened?" So that's what it was. The person was eating popcorn.
Oh, some whack ass popcorn.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those big old kernels or something.
The colorful kind.
Yes, yeah, the one that it looks amazing, right? But then when you start chewing it, it's like it starts to it's real hard and stuff and stale, and that's when you start gagging and stuff. You know what's gonna suck is that I was thinking of making popcorn tonight before I go to sleep, and that's gonna happen to me now because I'm laughing at this person. I know it's gonna be so bad. Okay, so Amy over here, she goes, "Oh my god, what do I win?" Ha ha ha. And Erica says, "I hope he's listening now." Mark says, "What's up, Mark? What's up, Fletch?" Wrong end. He was sitting on the headset. James says, "You have to be careful while utilizing the squirrel method of eating while working the radio or phone." This is true because I remember, we would take phone calls and I would have like a chunk of steak just like that. Just here and talking and stuff, and I'm sure I sounded horrible, but I would have to mute my microphone and then chew as fast as I could and not choke. And well, that's what happened. See, Selena here says, "Oh, I hate that little piece of kernel that just sticks in your throat, hacking like a cat throwing up a hairball." I know, and it did, right? It did sound like this person was like just like their soul, like the devil was coming out of their soul. It was Colossus. You remember from the old X-Men 4-player game when you would hit the special move, you would go. That's what it is. It sounds just like that. All right, so this next one, it's only like 16 seconds, and this person, she ends up mixing up what she's saying. So, and she's talking to an officer, I believe it is. So let's see if we can hear it here.
Are you able to reopen that attempt to contact SR 32 was opening?
Do you need me to put it on you? Or put you on it?
so it's a complaint and stuff, and she instead of saying put you on it, it's put it on you. Oh man. Erica says Freudian slip. Let me see.
Do you need me to put it on you? Or put you on it?
I think the best part is you can hear her, like she's trying not to laugh, like she cuts off and you can hear that little chuckle and stuff. Dude, shit like that happens all the time. Like you'll end up, saying something that you really didn't mean, or maybe, oh wait, Amy says in my best Ja Rule voice, "Baby girl, put it on me." Oh, shit. Yeah, there's always stuff that happens that, you try to say a few things and it comes out wrong and you're just like, shit. Now what am I gonna do? Because the audio is there, so sometimes people will keep it and then
Yeah, that sucks for you guys.
right,
You
yeah.
just record all your mistakes.
Yeah.
Let's just
Exactly.
play
So
that back.
So that part right there, do you want me to put it on you? I mean, you could be at a party with all these officers and then them get a text message and hear your voice saying, "You want me to put put it on you?" James says, "Strike it, reverse it." Like Willy Wonka. Erica says, "Oh my God, I got to send you a couple." Yes, please. Yes. All of you who are here with us right now, if you have any audio like this, please send it in. I will play it. All the stuff that needs to be taken out, don't worry, I'll take it out because that's what makes this shit funny. So those were good. Thank you to the person who sent that out to me. I appreciate it very much. And now we are going to get into the audio of episode 450. And as I said before, a lot of you have heard some of these calls. Some of you were there. And we've done this for the past couple of weeks. I was playing a few different audio clips here and there, but the episode is going to be coming out next week, Wednesday. So I have it here right now. And my sisters have not heard this audio. So that makes this that much better because I so want to see your reactions to some of the shit that comes in. And also for those who are watching and listening, whether it's live right now or on replay, open mic. I mean, laughter is good medicine. Yes, we're here. We check in with each other, and it's all for healing and closure, and just forgetting about the bullshit out there in the world for about an hour or so, just so that we can come together and share some stories. So it's not the callers. We're not making fun of anyone. I want to make that clear. We're laughing about the situation because a lot of times people call in and you're like, what? Like, this can't be true. But you really can't make this shit up. And so here we go with the audio. Stories from the 911 dispatchers who lived them. But we are doing an open mic session, and I have a live audience here with me. Let's hear it. Damn, that's sexy. That was good. Well done. Very nice. So we just went through an emotionally intense Imagine listening session, but now we're moving to the lighter side of dispatch. And I will say right off the bat, it takes one story for all of them to go downhill. So we'll see how long that takes. Last year, it was episode 400, I believe, and the first story was like, holy hell.
That's the best, though. That's all it takes. And after I've done this with you, I don't know.
So 2017?
A shit ton of times. And it's the Imagine listening is always hard to listen to because it always chokes you up. But then this part of it is so much fun. So
hell yes.
So just let's go. Let's go.
Who's got a story?
Come on, finish. Shit!
Okay, so I'm going to stop right there because if you were not there at this moment where you hear Rob yell shit, it's because he had the lav mic right next to the speaker, which created this loud, like, echo feedback, crazy sound. And I made sure to take that out because I had these headphones on when I was editing and I forgot about that part. And I ripped my headphones off because like I got scared. I was like, oh motherfucker. It was funny, but man, my ears hurt and I just had to sit there for a little bit like
your ears did that Windows restart. Dun, 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 dun. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like Rich's ears EXE stopped working.
Yeah, dude, exactly like that. Yes.
You saw those little windows pop up all over the screen.
For real, dude. I was straight up buffering after that. Like it just it really sucked. But so I just wanted to say what that was because it's kind of out of place because I took it out. But all right, here we go.
My God. Holy good God.
You know what's amazing is those who are recording back there who are probably listening. They're like, "Oh, what was that?"
Wow.
I hope you can hear. Are you bleeding? Go ahead.
This isn't so much about a call; it's about dispatcher foot and mouth type thing. We had our jail building is separate from our comm center, and one of the deputies had a female that was drunk and ended up spitting in his face. And he comes up and he's telling us a story. At the jail, he grabbed a bottle of hand sanitizer and kind of went like this and rubbed. And he's like, "Man, that shit burned." I said, "No shit, dumbass. It's rubbing alcohol." What I didn't know is my hands-free had died and the mic stuck open. So everybody in the county heard me tell that to the deputy, including the county commissioners who were doing ride-alongs that night. So yeah, my comm center had a word with me about this.
And that's hard, right? Because especially when you're on the phone and you say something, because you can't bring it back. No. You just gotta maneuver.
Okay, so dude, that shit does happen. Sometimes we'll be talking, just like James says. Yes, ouch. Timing is everything. Yeah, dude, you'll be talking, and then you'll realize that you're talking over the main radio, and everyone is sending you messages. And you're like, it's that whole like that factor, like you wouldn't believe. You're like, ah. You feel it
And the county commissioners were in the cars too.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, they just happened to be riding along apparently when this person ended up saying this.
Oh shit.
For real. But you know, the person was there to share the story, so it ended up being okay. They're still working.
Oh my god.
Oh
That would
yes.
suck.
Okay, so this next one, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna stop it right after she says what she is, because that alone is super funny. So here we go.
Okay, so I'm chronically white. Okay.
Chronically white.
Chronically, yes.
She said
Chronically
in the
white.
most white way.
And
I'm pigment challenged, and my emotions are pretty much show on my face. And so I answered a 911 call, and it was an accidental call, what we call a butt dial. And the lady was having a very interesting conversation with the man who was in the car with her. And she was telling him exactly what she was going to do to him when they got home. I mean, we're talking details. She was very, very detailed. Yeah. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, yeah. Wong chicka wow wow. Yeah." He was going to be very, very happy when they got home. So I hang up. Yeah, I'm from Texas. Could be. So I've got the call, and I hang up, and I have to call back just to make sure there's not an emergency. Yeah, well, she didn't know. Well, she didn't even know she called. So I called her. "Hey, this is Susan, 911 department. Did you have an emergency?" "I didn't call 911. "Yes, ma'am, you did." And she goes, "No, I did not call 911. "Ma'am, you did call 911. Please do not make me repeat the conversation that you had with a gentleman in the car with you." And she said, "What?" I said, "I understand he's going to be very happy when the two of you get home." "Oh my God, you heard that?" "Yes, ma'am, I did." She goes, "I'm so sorry." I said, "Ma'am, not as sorry as I am." Please lock your keypad. Please don't do that. Now, unfortunately, because it's a 911 center and everything's recorded, everybody saw my embarrassment, and everybody in the call center went back and listened to that call. And so it was great entertainment for several hours.
Coworkers, if they didn't go back and listen,
Exactly.
or even replay it while you were on the call.
Bad thing is, that's a boner killer for that dude.
Bonafide.
Okay. So what are your thoughts?
That'd be like my worst nightmare.
I know. Oh my
Like
god.
to have a private conversation listened to by not one, but a whole room full of people.
Who replayed it and replayed it. Probably.
Yes. Yeah, that would be that would suck, right? But also to have to be the one to call back, because we have to call back. We have to call the call back after they've hung up or whatever to make sure that they're okay. And then like this person, is saying, you did call, and the caller's like, no, I didn't. So then you have to say something to prove that they did call.
I have evidence.
Yes, exactly. Because she could have actually done the playback and been like, here, I want you to listen. And
like, that is your voice.
Yeah, that is your voice, letting him know how happy he's going to be when you get home.
Oh my God. That would be horrible.
What's funny is that, so I'm playing the audio and there was so many people talking, and now it's like there's no one saying anything in the audience. It's so funny. I'm waiting for someone to say something. But seriously, that's some of the shit that ends up happening. You have to call them back. You have to give a little bit of proof. And I've had to do it a couple times. Not anything like this where I've been hearing details of certain things. But yeah, this shit happens. And then we get to hear about it. So this is good. All right, let's continue here.
Speaking of boners, this guy calls and says his penis hurts, and I ask him what happens, and he said Phil came over and messed him up. Well, what he really did, and take out your phones, if you Google man with 12 screws in his penis, the x-ray comes up. And man, that's nuts. He put the 12 screws in his penis. You can find it on Google to get more pain medication. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Why wouldn't you just request the pain medication?
Where was it?
Why go that far?
So I have a...
Okay. Devon, the look on your face.
It just like, well, now I do have to Google it.
Okay, so all of you out in the audience right now, I would like to know, I've played this audio piece twice. Did you look it up as well? I don't remember from last week or the week before when I had played this piece of audio if anybody had said that, if they had said that they had looked this up. So that'll be interesting. I want to know. Anybody in the audience who's watching right now? It actually, you can actually find it?
Oh yeah, you can actually find it. Good Lord. Like, you could have literally chose to put it anywhere else. Why there? Good Lord.
Are you for real?
God. Yeah.
Yeah, like all the way, like
just all the way.
Like those pencils where you used to have those little.
That is what it looks like.
Those little pencils that you used to have that.
They had the lead that you could pull out, like you would stack the lead on.
That's what it looks like. Like exactly like that. Yeah.
Oh.
They were just stacked one right behind the other one. That's what I said. Why would you? You could have literally done it anywhere else. You could have broken a finger for all I care.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Or just simply try to request the pain medication without having to go that far. Right?
That dude is probably super cracked out. They were probably like, we ain't giving that man no pain meds. He's probably on that list at the hospital where they're like, nah, he ain't get no more.
So he went to
the no-fly zone.
Yeah, he had to have a legit reason. And he was like, this is extreme. They're going to have to give it to me.
Oh, my Lord. No. I just, no. Like James down here, he never thought of slamming the door on his hand?
Anything.
Or his wiener? I mean, I guess.
I know.
It's like, that's better than the screws. Like, that's screwy, man. That's just bad.
And there's like the little short, fat ones, too.
You're so dumb. You didn't even realize you said that.
No, the dad jokes are strong. Yeah. All right, here we go.
And Mike, funny. It was years ago where the agency, I was on midnight shift with our crew, and we were trying to do Christmas, and we were putting up a tree, and I was on the radio, and I was trying to help with the lights, undo the lights, and I said, I accidentally keyed up, and I was open, and I said, your balls aren't working. And the gentleman that was helping me was like, I'm sorry. And I said, well, your bulbs are out. And he's like, my balls are out. And I'm like, your bulbs. You know, and then the phone line started lighting up, and it was the officer saying, you're open. Your mic's open. And I was like, my what's open?
Oh no.
It was just it was a wonderful night, but it was very enjoyable, and the Christmas tree was beautiful in the morning. I'm just saying. But it was embarrassing.
Okay. Again, there are some times when shit like that happens. Like the very first time, if I remember correctly, the very first time that I did open mic, it was in Indiana at their conference. It was 2017. And there was someone who shared a similar story where they were sitting at the radios. An officer had come in and put his like paperwork down. Didn't realize that they had said it. didn't realize that he had put it on the keyboard where the button was for the microphone to be hot. And
wow. So many
you're taking every
put it where it was hot. What are you saying?
Everything that I'm saying to you just happens to sound bad. What the hell? And the both of you are like, ha ha ha. I don't even know where to go with this now.
I'm sorry.
He had asked her about, I don't know, some running some sort of paperwork or whatever, and he goes, have you ever done this before? And she goes, she says something to the effect of, no, but I'm willing to learn, or something like that. And it was the way that they said it that it was like, oh.
You're like, what?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Yep. It was exactly like that, but you were already laughing at what I was saying.
Because every word you said, it was like.
Yeah, we are 13 all over again. Yeah.
This is when mom's praying for our souls.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that is funny. All right, here we go.
To be known as that dispatcher.
Okay, for those of you that remember what reel tapes are, okay, those were the worst. But
So there are also some times where shit will happen, and like we were saying, they'll save that audio, kind of like we were talking about in the beginning of the audio piece. So that's what this is kind of referencing.
for those of us that lived through the tape era, officer calls, a colleague of mine and I sound exactly alike. Our husbands couldn't even tell. He'd call and say, is this you? Nope. Type of thing. So officer calls, I'm from Oregon. We got the beavers. We've got the ducks. I'm a duck. The other girl is a beaver. One of our officer calls. He thinks it's her. And he says, listen, you beaver piece of shit. You need to da-da-da-da-da. And I said, excuse me. He said, oh, to rewind the tape. And it went on the recorded line, and we saved it for his retirement.
It's not the way I thought that was going to go.
Okay, for real, when she had mentioned duck and a beaver, I was thinking something else was going to happen too, or something else was going to be said. And it didn't go down that way, but yeah, we'll continue.
We had a guy call in and said that he had.
Oh my God, this one. Okay.
A hammer stuck up his ass.
It's hammer time.
And I said, a what? And he said, yeah, I need an ambulance. I have a hammer stuck up my ass and I can't get it out. I said, okay, got his address and We dispatch EMS to the call with an impaled object is what we told them over the radio. And they get there, and of course, they're laughing, and they call us afterwards, and they're telling us that he indeed had a ball peen hammer stuck up his ass head first.
Damn.
Better than a claw. I mean,
What's even funnier, though, was so there was a nurse and a doctor that lost their job over this because they shared the x-ray. They didn't give a name or anything, but they shared the x-ray on social media. And of course, that was a violation of hospital policy, and they did lose their job over it, but it was hilarious.
yeah. So, I mean,
What was that one song or the album called that MC Hammer had? It was like, "Please Hammer, don't hurt him." That's
could you, I mean, at least it was the ball peen, because if it was a claw hammer, I mean, going up would be hurt, but coming out, that's going to leave a mark.
Mine was okay. Devon, I saw you on your phone, and all of you in the audience right now, are you looking this up as well? Is it out there?
No, I didn't find it
No, she
anyway.
didn't find a picture of it.
Oh, they probably scrubbed it.
Yeah,
because
that
Yeah,
one
they
did.
probably
everyone,
took it out real
all
fast.
the doctor and the
It
nurse.
disappeared into the matrix.
Yeah. She did look up a picture of that hammer, though.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh.
Oh,
The man was curious.
Yeah, that was one of those.
Lavelle, what is going on? She says hello to the sisters. Hello. Yeah, so this dude telling the story, and I'm pretty sure that's the picture of me that I shared a few weeks ago or whatever, where my mouth is just like, my jaw is just
Oh
dropped.
yeah, I did.
'Cause
See
I'm
that
like,
one.
for real? Like that,
Oh my god.
dude.
That man must like it rough.
I know, geez, yeah. I would have rearranged his entire shit coming out, man. With a whole nother galaxy going on down there.
A whole new look at Home Depot. Yeah.
Heck
So
yeah. Rearrange that shit.
oh my lord.
Would have had to sew him a whole new asshole.
This is some of the stuff that happens, man. This is some
Oh
of
my
the stuff that
god.
happens. This is yeah. All right,
At
here
least he
we
didn't
go.
try to take it out himself.
Yeah.
That's
He knows
true.
limits.
He
That-
called 911. He was
He
like, "Let me
knew
get a
when it-
professional."
Yeah.
Right. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Short and simple, but I had a call. I was call taker that day, and I was taking a call from a gentleman who was explaining how pussy and gross his wound was, et cetera, et cetera. And so I typed in pussy.
The English language.
Don't.
Yeah, I love that. That's all you had to say.
Seriously. Shannon says meow. For real, man. The person telling this story, that's all they had to say. They put down pussy.
What is it, that scene in what is it, Father of the Bride? Is it Father of the Bride? No, it's 9 Months with Hugh Grant and what's her name, Julianne Moore. You know, it has a
I don't remember.
Robin Williams in it,
Uh-huh.
and he's telling them, he's like, "You have a small cat." He's like, "A small pussy." He keeps telling her, and she was like, "Yeah, you know," and they're like, "What?" They're all freaking out. And he was like, "A cat. You have a cat at home." But he's trying to tell them something about a cat, and he keeps saying it wrong. And he's telling them all this stuff, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
You gotta
geez.
watch that scene. It's a great scene. Robin Williams.
I'll have to look it up. That Yeah, the whole, as you could hear, the whole room erupted. But I thought there are times where people will say certain things, and you just type it into the narrative of the complaint for the person who's giving
You'll
it out
read it
over the
later.
radio. Yes,
And
and
you're like, oh.
yes, exactly. And sometimes you put in exactly what the caller says, because you'll get some dumbass like me, excuse me, who won't read it before I give it out, and I'll key up central respond to, and I'll just read it verbatim, like straight up
And you're
Anchorman
like,
style. Yes, yeah, and I would mess up, and I'd be like, oh shit, no, wait, hold on. And
what is that in? And that's like in Bruce Almighty too, right? Where he's reading the teleprompter.
Yes.
He's reading exactly how it's coming in, and they're like, "Oh my god, what is he saying?"
Dude, for real, yeah, and especially when there's a BOL or a be on the lookout, it's something that someone is calling in, and let's just say, like, as a drunk driver, they're all over the road. Person will be typing in all the information, and me being on main radios will pull it up and just say, Allegan Central to Eastside units, BOL 4, and then I'll give the description of the vehicle, what it's doing, and all this other stuff. But you should read it before so that you can kind of get what you're going to say. But I almost never did, and I would screw up, dude. And I if it wasn't something that was like a very high priority, I would stay with the radio open, the channel open, and I would kind of chuckle and laugh at myself and just be like, let's try this again, and then do it again, just so that I can kind of take the power away from the officers who are already laughing at me.
Yeah.
at least they can they'll be laughing with me and not at me.
Yeah, you're like, that
Even though
was
they
some
are.
dumb shit, and I'm the one that typed it.
Yes, typed it, said it, all of it. All right, here's the next one.
That's a hard act to follow. Mine's really more a caller, my favorite caller of all time, who called to say she had no pulse. And I had to, for 5 minutes on the phone, talk to her. Well, you called me and we're talking. But no, I swear I can't find my pulse. I don't have a pulse. I need an ambulance. I'm like, but you're talking to me and you're fine.
Listen here, Jesus.
So, medical to prove she had a pulse and was alive.
Good Lord. When you first said it, and then you said that part, I was like, wait, the caller is the person who's saying right. Else, right? Yeah. Holy hell. Maybe it was a ghost? Who knows? Well, they got out there and they found it, right?
So in
I would have right away been like, wait, tell me, do you feel like eating brains? Do you need to go outside and walk on water? Because if you do, then we have a problem.
See, you would get written up right away.
I would have got fired right away.
Job.
That's exactly why Devon and I never did that job.
Yeah. Yep.
Couldn't do it.
I can't imagine saying that to somebody. Like, do you feel like eating brains? Are you starting to walk slow and moan? You could be a zombie right now. But dude, that would, of course, that would freak the person out even more. They'd be like, okay. I was feeling kind of cold.
He's like, can you pour a glass of water? Is it turning into wine? Like, what's going on?
Oh shit. Okay, here's the next one.
my early years of dispatching, I was dispatched in a small town that had a college, and there's a lot of prank calls at this time before we could always find them. So I was super naive, green, naive to life. And a guy called and said, there's on campus, there's a horrible thing happening where there's these poor little chickens out in front of the one of the dorm rooms, and there's a bunch of boys running after them, and they're grabbing them and they're choking them. And so I dispatched the officers to boys choking their chicken.
Big step. Man, that may be the best one that I've heard. That may be that's hilarious.
To say that over the radio, that is amazing.
So, can you imagine either one of you being the person on the radio having to say that, or not having to say that, saying that? This person didn't know what they were saying. Obviously, she said that she was very naive, so she didn't know the term. But and I said this last week, and I'll say it again because there was something similar of a former coworker of mine. A person's last name came up as Brown Eye. and myself and everyone else. Oh, hold on, Rachel, what is going on? Jennifer Lyons jumping in here. Greetings from San Diego. Hello, welcome. So this person, they didn't understand the reference of Brown Eye. Wink. And so we're all laughing, and she's like, I don't know why you guys are laughing. Like, are you making fun of me, or like, I don't? And we're like, well, kind of. But she goes, I don't understand. So then we had to explain, and when we explained, she's like, oh. Oh man, this is the funniest shit. All right. Yeah, I can't imagine. It would be funny, like if somebody wrote it in there, if they typed it in that way, I would say it because it's in there. Oh shit. Okay, here we go.
So if there's one thing I'm really good at, it's making myself look like an idiot, especially on the air. Recently, I had an officer do a traffic stop, and it's our policy to clear them with their location. And this stop in particular happened to be in front of the restaurant Big Boy. And so I told him, "You're clear, Big Boy." And I immediately regretted it. And later that day, he texted me and said next time he's going to stop a car in front of Big Daddy's tree service.
I want to start.
Oh, God.
Again. Jennifer says, nice. Yes. We would repeat stuff sometimes, and at the center that I worked at, but I can't remember of a place that that sounded like that. But this shit's funny, man. Like that's the kind of stuff that breaks up the chaos that can be 911. So I'm always glad that funny shit happens, and sometimes it happens at the right time. Because, you can have a hard ass call and be trying to, come back from it. And then something like that happen, and then you're right back in the game. It's always good. Always good. Now, this next one, I think I know which one it is. And I definitely want your thoughts on this. So here we go.
Start by apologizing to all the men. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm very early in my career. I get a call from a very sweet caretaker who tells me that the gentleman that she takes care of is stuck in a chair. Okay, well, what do you mean he's stuck? She said, well, I was changing his bedclothes. So, no, I work in Alabama. Just go with it. So she's changing the sheets on his bed. She picks him up and puts him in the chair, and he gets stuck in the chair. So I ask her again, where is he stuck, ma'am? What kind of chair is this? In a plastic slat chair. She had him in his robe, and when she sat him in the chair, the slats separated, and his
twins fell, and
It had
then
to
the
be
slats
twins.
went back up, and he was stuck. I apologized. So we sent an ambulance, and trauma scissors are not enough to cut a plastic slat chair, so we had to send the fire department to cut the slats on the chair. The only thing he asked was that the fire department not cut his man parts. Yeah.
How old was this? You said an elderly gentleman?
He was elderly, and apparently he was very well blessed.
Didn't have mediocre balls, apparently.
Went balls deep though.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Ouch. Okay, we had one.
That's horrible.
I feel bad for the caretaker. Can you imagine when she went to like lift him back up and realized the poor man was
Oh, right, for real.
stuck?
For real, yeah. Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Why
The
would you
last
even
time I
have
played
that
it.
kind of chair?
I know.
Why?
I
With
don't
slats
know.
in it, like in a room where his bed is.
I'm just
Like,
saying, she was
damn.
right to apologize to all the men because I want to be like, dude, I feel bad for you in your old age. Like, good God. Balls
Yeah.
are horrific. Like,
Like,
they're just hanging out your body ready to wreck you. Like,
that's a trap and a half when you're that old.
yeah. It's like, I get my hair caught and shit sometimes. Like, I go to shut the door and get
Like,
caught.
ow.
Can you imagine? Like, you just catch
Yeah.
a ball? Like, ooh.
There's too many ways that can go wrong.
Oh man.
I'd have Vaseline that man before I called 911. I would have done anything I could to get that shit out of
Yeah,
there.
lube him up. Slip right out of there.
Oh my god,
Oh, you
dude.
got some of that lidocaine cream or something. You're really
Yeah,
gonna numb
you're
up
not
them
gonna
balls
feel it.
there. I
Oh
would have
dude.
been like, we gotta get you right, but we gotta get you ready first.
Oh my god. I am so glad that I have you both on here because that makes it more funny. Because I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the
Ooh.
person going to pick up this poor old man, and he's like, ooh,
I'm stuck.
put me back, put
Can
me
you
back.
imagine?
put me
They
back
probably would have
on."
been like, what are you stuck on? They probably were like, let me see. Yeah. They were probably trying to get him.
Aw.
Oh, poor guy. I would have
Oh,
been like,
poor guy.
my coin sack. It just the
The
pouch.
whole purse. Like,
The whole person in the change got stuck.
The whole person. Oh, this poor person, man. That sucks.
Poor
Yeah.
guy. That would
Well,
have been so embarrassing too. The fire department had to come too. Ooh.
yeah, but it probably was all like kind of like cool with it too, because as she said, the way they explained it, he was blessed. Probably didn't feel like it at that moment though.
yeah.
Oh my god. That is oh, my stomach hurts from laughing so hard. All right. For all of you who are watching right now, all of you who are in the audience, what are your numbers now? Because I know a lot of you had your numbers that were, or there was a good portion of you who had your numbers that were really low. What are your numbers now? We're getting towards the end of this, and I want to see where your numbers are at. I was already super high, so I'm up here, and I'm an asshole. I didn't ask you guys. I'm sorry, Devon and Crystal. What were your numbers coming into this? How did you feel?
I'd say I was like a solid 7.
Yeah.
Wasn't feeling awesome. Wasn't feeling like I wanted to walk into traffic just yet.
I had a long day.
It was a lot.
I was like at a 3.
So where are you at now? How are you feeling now?
Well,
lot better.
laughing, yeah. So
Yeah,
I'd say
okay,
like a 10. Yeah.
Okay, good. We've got numbers coming in here as well. Shannon's out of 9. Yasmin's out of 10. Yes, this is good. Jennifer says our agency just had to review of Protocol 22. What protocol is that? Because not all the protocols are the same. So what's Protocol 22? is it is that for the slats? Is that the slat protocol? Mark says a salad 7. Oh, it's for entrapment. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. Yes, entrapment, because they were definitely trapped. Oh shit. Okay. Here we go. Oh man, I'm holding back a sneeze right now.
Anybody else on that side? Oh, holy crap! We're gonna have to go to that side now.
So a few years ago, we had hired this sweet Southern Baptist, pure as the driven snow girl. She was amazing, the nicest girl. She's one of those that literally took the job so she could help people. She's wonderful. Loved her to death. We had a festival going on, and she took a call from a gentleman. He's like, "I'm very upset. We've got a guy out here. He's got a T-shirt on it, and I need an officer to come fix this problem." She's like, "Well, what's the problem?" "Well, it says Peter for sale on this T-shirt." She's like, "Sir, what's the big deal?" He's like, "No, it says Peter for sale." She's like, "I don't know who Peter is. Who is Peter?" And he goes, "Well, don't you know who Peter is?" She's like, "No, sir, I don't know who Peter is. So unless you're done screwing around, I'm going to let you off the phone." And he goes, "It's a dick." And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Hangs up the phone on him and just airs the whole information.
Well, I bet that might have been the testicle festival that chick might have been before.
The testicle festival.
Hello, Mona. Mona from Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, new to the podcast. Hello. New to open mic. So this is the live broadcast that we do. We share the lighter side of dispatch. The main podcast is Within the Trenches podcast, and that one is a little more serious, actually. We share dispatch stories. It's more of the dispatchers who are coming on. They share their experience and their whole 911 background. Again, this is the lighter side. So this is from an Imagine listening session that I did, and it's the last 30 minutes is open mic. So the first 30 minutes we start out emotionally intense, sharing some hard stories, but then the last 30 minutes we share stories like you're hearing now. And it's just whoa. It is incredible. So welcome, Mona. Welcome. Jennifer says, "We do fire and medical, and I can't imagine all the stuff law enforcement has to deal with." Yeah, dude. Yes. There's a lot of shit that ends up coming in. There's one that's coming up here that has to do with a shoplifter. I don't know if it's this next one. I don't think it's the next. No, this one is a medical. Get ready for this one, sisters.
So 6 years ago, a call was on my pending board, and it was for a female who said that she had a condom lost in her vagina. She couldn't find it. She couldn't find it. So I'm like looking through all my trucks that are sitting, and I'm like, who am I going to send to this? Like, who's going to this? So I ended up picking a truck that had an EMT student on it. So I'm like, this will be great exposure for the EMT student. This will be great. Yes, pun intended. And she had said on the 911 that she wanted the EMS personnel to go in and find it for her. I decided to leave that part as a surprise for the crew on scene. I didn't tell them that that's what she wanted.
Yeah, because everybody would have been picking up that call. I was like, I'll take it. I'm in route. Yeah.
So,
That's
Imagine.
so evil.
I was going to say, imagine for a moment that the two of you are on this truck who's going out to help this person, and they didn't tell you, but the person wanted you to help them in a search and rescue mission. And then you get there and you find that out, and you're like, okay, wait, what? Like we can transport you.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this is not Raiders of the Lost Ark. We are not finding some hidden treasure. No, that is not my job.
I am not Indiana Jones. We are not going to your Temple of Doom.
Oh my god. The Temple of Doom. Ooh.
Forgive me, Harrison Ford.
We love you.
Yeah, I can't. So being in dispatch and everything, of course, I don't get to go out and take these calls and be there and everything. But for all of you who do medicals, like EMTs, all of that, you go out there and do these things. I applaud you, because that would be interesting to go out on, and the person say that, and I would just be like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, or just turn around, like, all right, that's my time.
Yeah, I'd be like, you know what? Suddenly feel ill. I have to leave.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Nope.
All right, here's the next one.
So we had started getting phone calls from one of our local town parks that
Oh
there
my
was
God.
a group of teenagers being stupid, running off of the picnic tables. They had a rope over a tree. They weren't sure what they were doing, but it's a little town. They wanted them gone, blah, 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 blah. They had their phones out recording. And the one woman made a comment about the boy's pants were around his knees. And we're like, oh, okay, what are they doing? We don't know. So, of course, we sent the town cops. And as they're marking a location, 911 searched the ring. And it's this girl, and she's like, so we need an ambulance. And you can hear this dude just screaming in the background, bloody murder. And apparently they were filming pranks. You can find it on my YouTube. And that's what they do. And the prank was he was tying said rope around testicles, running and jumping off the picnic table, but they were supposed to like loosen the rope so it didn't hurt them. Apparently, as the cops pulled up, they freaked, and rope basically lynched, and testicles went pop.
Oh,
Literally popped them out.
Right. So, yeah, that's exactly right, Mike. So why? I mean, why do guys think? I mean, that hey, I got nothing else to do, so let's tie a rope around my junk and just like do that. What is going on with your head that you think you want to mess with your balls? I mean, seriously.
It's that not with their.
I don't either.
yeah.
I'm confused. Right. It's like, ouch. It's like when she's talking about stuck in the slats. I'm like, oh God, that's gotta hurt so bad. Right, exactly. Yeah. But better yet, they're on YouTube.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna speak for all the women and say, when are men not thinking what they can do with their balls? Because 100%, I'm sure that's what they think. And what can I do with these?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
The story being told, like I can imagine it, and then when they get to that part, like it's like playing marbles.
No.
Or no, it would be because there's two.
Oof.
I don't understand it. I don't understand. A lot of the calls that people shared during this episode were dudes being stupid with their junk.
Again. When are men not stupid with their junk? That's just 100 being real. That happens all the time.
So here's the second to the last one that I'm going to play here. There's a few more, but this one specifically, I want to play because I want you to hear this one, because this one, oh man, it is bad. Oh, hold on a minute. Mona says, okay, so we had a guy that attempted to give himself a circumcision. Oh no! Oh, just that right there.
Leave that to the Moyle.
I know. Don't do that.
Attempted to give himself a circumcision at a local store bathroom. Store was named Badcock.
Oh no, that's Polk County. That's Florida.
Yeah, that's straight up Florida. Yep.
Yeah.
Yuck.
That was definitely somebody in the 863.
In the 863, yeah. My sisters are in Florida. They live in Florida, so they know. And I used to live there too, so yes. All right. I think this is the one. So here we go.
Well, my story, I'm going to have to take a shower after telling you this story. It's horrible. It is horrible. We get a shoplifting call at a big box store, and we get these 3 or 4 times a day. And the asset protection lady, she says, I need some help with this one. Well, that's pretty unusual for her to say that. So we sent the officers there. They arrest her, take the property back, give it back to Walmart. They take her to jail. And she gets to the jail. She's going through the book-in process. And with the book-in process, they have a procedure they do where you have to squat. And when she did that, out came several $100s worth of more property that belonged to this. Several $100s worth. Along with that, there was a car stereo speaker that she was using to, no, magnetic car stereo speaker. So I don't know what was up in there.
So here's the deal. A lot of that stuff nowadays, like when you return stuff, it goes straight to like, the warehouse bin. Like they don't put it back on the shelf. So think twice if you're ordering like a box of return shit from Amazon or whatever. That would be up to someone's no square.
I get what you're saying now. I was not expecting that. It's like Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah, it's like, look, it's still coming out. It's like $200 worth of like. I want to know more.
I don't know if you could hear it, but I made a reference saying it's like Mary Poppins' bag because so much stuff kept
Yeah,
falling.
like Felix the cat.
I know, what the hell?
Just magical.
Literal.
He's coming
Felix
out
the
there.
cat.
Oh my god. When he said he had to take a shower, all I could think of was Ace Ventura. When he kisses what's her face,
Yeah.
Hard or whatever, and he's like, ew. He's like, no.
Reinhold and Spinkle. The crying game is playing.
Oh, it's so
Oh, no.
gross.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nasty.
So
Is
apparently,
she fucking She-Hulk or what? Like, good God, what?
well, apparently the magnetic speaker was holding things in there because
But just to get it in there, anything. Like, my God.
I know.
oh god, it's horrible. It's horrible. Mona says, "Why?"
Damn.
Oh man. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay. So there's still several audio pieces, but I ended it with oh god, I need to sneeze so bad. I'm trying not to. I ended it with a
Pop an eye out.
I know,
Gonna pop a testicle.
damn.
Dude, you better sneeze. Let it out.
Let it out.
It's gonna come
Let it
out
out
the
the natural way.
way.
Jeez. So I ended the episode with a story that I tell or try to. I sometimes tell it at the end of every open mic for those who might not have heard it, and it's just the audio, but I want to play the video from a different time that I said it instead. So I'm gonna play this. This is at a different conference, but still same story, and that's how we're gonna end this live broadcast of Open Mic Live. So here we go.
Some editing I'm going to have to do on this episode. But that's what this is also all about. The lighter side of dispatch. Again, we started out with the hard and heavy stuff, and we're ending it now with the funny stuff. Because laughter is good medicine, and we're all here laughing together, and it's okay. And the first part, and going on from now, it's okay not to be okay. Just remember that. If you ever need anything, reach out. And now to share one of my stories with you. I'll close with this. I got enough time. Okay. So it was when I was in dispatch, obviously, of course, and I was going in for my 4-hour shift. I know. My dispatch center at the time, we had 3 12s and 1 4. It was always on a Wednesday that we had the 4-hour shift. So I'm going in for midnight shift. I'm going in for 1A to 5A. And as I'm going over there, I'm groggy, but, I got to stay awake, right? So I stop at the gas station. I'm also hungry. Stop at the gas station. I get a can of Red Bull because I got to stay awake, right? Okay. And I'm starving. I'm looking around. That's a nice burrito there. I'm going to go ahead and get a burrito, a gas station burrito. It's called the Red Bomb, or maybe just the Bomb. Either way, the thing was enormous. And I thought, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be so good. It was amazing, just not in the right way. So I get to work, right? Go into dispatch, and I was going to be sitting main phones. I go to heat up the food, and I got my can of Red Bull, come in, get briefed and everything, sit down. I chug that can of Red Bull, and I destroy that burrito. It was so good. So then I take a phone call. It's a phone call from the center or the county that's just south of us, and they've got a pursuit. So I think, I'm not sure, everyone is different. It's either BOL or a BOLO. It's a be on the lookout, is what I was putting out for the radio operator to send out, so that they can be on the lookout for this car that's coming into, or going to be coming into our county possibly. So I'm talking to the person, and I start kind of twitching a little bit. I'm like, for real? I start getting a little bubble gut. It's like, blah, blah, blah. And I start twitching a little bit. I'm like, oh, hell no. Face starts getting hot, starts sweating. I'm like, this is not happening right now. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm trying to hold it in. And I sent a message over to my coworkers, and I was telling them, if I have to put them on hold and jump and leave, please take the phone. Because I don't know about your dispatch centers, but my dispatch center had a bathroom inside the actual center, which I was not about to drop heat there with them, right? So, yeah, see? Or I can go down the hall and do my thing. So, again, I'm talking, stuff is bubbling up, and it's talking to me, and I'm praying. I'm like, God, please help me. Come on, stick together, stay together, just... Because I'm a grown-ass man, right? But I'm about to lose my shit, literally, right there as I'm on this call. And I'm holding it in. I mean, it's horrible. I was sweating enough that if anybody was over there, they probably could have smelled like beef. Like, that's how bad I was sweating. It was horrible. So I put him on hold really quick, and I'm like, deuces, I gotta run. It was more like a tray, but I had to run. So I'm running fast enough that I'm sure that they can see the smoke coming from me. Hopefully it's smoke, not anything else. Hauling ass, I go over there, do my thing, and come back. They're still on the damn phone. I'm like, I'll go ahead and take the phone back. I'm like, all right, we're good. They're kind of chuckling. I'm like, yeah, screw you guys. So I get back on the phone, and the guy, for whatever reason, is like going in circles. Like, he was going, and then he was coming back. Like, no, they turned around again. They're going back again. I'm like, all right. And then again, my stomach starts talking again. And you know, sequels, they're the worst, right? In the shit world, it's the same. It's bad. I'm trying to hold it back, and I'm talking to the person. I'm sure they could hear me, like, oh, I don't know what's going on. But I'm holding it enough that it's, the gas is starting to travel up my back. So there's like back farts. So it's just horrible. You can feel it on your ribs. Like, ding, 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 ding. So I put him on hold really quick. I'm like, dude, I got to go. And my buddy goes, you got to poop, dude? I'm like, why are you? So I go, take off, do my thing, come back. They're off the phone. I'm like, oh, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. The phone rings again, same people. Like, damn, put the stop sticks down already, take this guy out, because I'm dealing with my own stuff right now. And for the third time, my trilogy of poo that happens starts coming up again. I'm like, oh, Lord. So I put him on hold, and I'm like, I'm sorry. There's no way I'm going to make it down. I'm going here. Not literally there. No. In the bathroom that's within the dispatch center, okay? So I go in there, but I turn the water on. I turn the fans on. Anything to mask the chaos that I'm about to go into. Because if you've seen Dumb and Dumber, that's exactly what was happening to me. I'm in there screaming, God help me. I finish and I come out, and they're both laughing at me. And all I want to say is, screw you guys. I'm going to turn the heat up so that you can smell it, because they're making fun of me. How about you? Yeah, let's do this. So years later, I am with my family. We're on vacation. We're going to Washington State. We stop in Montana to get gas and stuff. I'm walking through the gas station, and I feel this twitch. I was like, whoa, what's going on? And I felt compelled to turn around. And there's a cooler of Red Bomb burritos next to a shelf that has Red Bulls. And all I could think was, screw you, Montana. That's my story.
Oh,
Fucking gas station.
was that
burritos.
recently? How long ago was that?
That video?
Yeah.
That video was 2020. So just a couple years ago.
Oh,
Okay.
pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember that story. I remember you telling us that when it happened to you.
Well, okay, so before that, so the story I told that 2020, that video is from 2020, but that actually happening was 2012.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I remember it. Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember you
dude.
telling Devon about the back parts and the bubble gut. I remember because you were saying like your whole back was vibrating, and you were like, "Oh my God." You're
Yeah,
like, it
dude.
was worse that you were trying to hold it in. You should have just went and let it out the first
Right.
time.
Right.
Like
And
completely.
I didn't know. I guess I had never tried before to hold my gas in that much that it ended up going up into my back and like burnt. I'm like, what? Like, no way.
Doesn't matter how hard you hold it, it's not gonna stay in.
Right. Yeah. No, your body will let it go somehow. It goes down the back. Somehow you can hear it on the inside of the back. And yeah,
It's like
it hit,
escaping all your pores.
it bounces off the rib cage like a xylophone. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good video.
I had some shit happen to me in dispatch, that's for sure. Literally happened. Oh my God. Well, thank you all so much for being here with my sisters, Devon and Crystal, and I for Open Mic Live. I hope the two of you enjoyed those calls that people shared. And as always, it's always fun having you guys here with me. Thank you.
It was
So
fun.
I'll be right back here with the both of you in just one moment. And for those who are watching and listening, if you have any comments, questions, or you want to be a guest on the show, you can email us, and that's going to be wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. That is @91podcast. You can like us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Within the Trenches Podcast. This live broadcast has been sponsored by InDigital, Rapid Deploy, as well as Carbine. And shout out to patrons as always. Thank you so very much for everything. A perk for patrons only will be audio versions of Open Mic Live as well as the DRT. And if you want to become a patron and help support us, you can hook us up. That's going to be patreon.com/WTT podcast. Check us out there. A lot of stuff coming up with that. And then you can see this on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter. And then you can listen to the flagship show Within the Trenches podcast. And that's going to be Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. Have a good one, everyone. And we will see you in the next one.